They really got him messed up because they got him, putting him in his box, and that's just not so. God doesn't operate like that. I don't know where all these rules came from. People make up all kind of rules and then get mad when you don't follow their rules. Like, I've never seen, it's crazy. Like, literally, people make up all kind of rules about what you should and shouldn't do and can and can't do, and get mad when you don't follow the rules that they made. Somewhere along the line, so it's been... Somewhere along the line, so it's been told to me, you're not supposed to be sharing like this openly about certain things while God is bringing you through it, especially a divorce. There's no way that you talk about that while it ain't even finalized. You bet not. You bet not. That's how people believe. Hey, you might limit the power of God in your life, but don't try to limit him in the power in mine, his power in mine. You can't. And what he can do through me. Get out the box. Jump out the box. It's okay. And yes, sometimes your feelings may get hurt, and that's okay. God got healing for you. He can show you how to live in healing. It's okay to unlearn that. To take the word healed out of your vocabulary anytime you're referring to life events that you have experienced that are difficult, challenging, traumatic, whatever. Just take out the word healed, and that alone is going to set you on a pathway of freedom. Want to know how to walk in freedom, in real freedom, to where even while God is still bringing you through it, even while he's still bringing you, ain't even on the other side of you ain't even on the divorce side yet. Yeah. I'm grateful to God that I get to walk in that freedom. I'm grateful to God that I can talk about the divorce while I'm going through the divorce, before the divorce is even finalized, and I'm free enough to talk about it. Why am I mentioning him? Because I want to expose him. However, I'm talking about it though, because I know it's setting somebody free every day. Every day. It's not a day that passed since Sunday. I'm not making it up. Sunday was the first day I went live. It's not one day that has passed since Sunday that somebody, normally it's several people, that don't reach out to me to say how I have impacted their life just by talking openly about this right now. And because of that, that lets me know I'm doing exactly what I'm supposed to be doing. And these ain't these are very heartfelt, sincere messages and stuff that I'm receiving. This ain't no made up stuff to make me feel good, to tell me what I want to hear. No. Don't nobody got time for all them games. No. Nope, that's not what this is. Where the Spirit of the Lord is freedom and liberty. Y'all can be free for real, y'all. I promise you can. This ain't no made up. This ain't no, regardless of what anybody may have convinced you. Well, if she was happy, she would have moved on. She wouldn't be talking about it. Well, I'm talking about it because I'm in it, and I'm supposed to be talking about it right now. I wasn't supposed to wait until this one passed to talk about it. I was supposed to talk about it right now and right here. sorry for the holy rollies or the Bible thumpers or the super spirituals or that feel like they just know everything and that if they don't know it and if God ain't told them, then God ain't said it or did it. I'm sorry for y'all, like, because there are really people that really think that God only talks to them. Like God can't, like other people don't have enough discernment to be able to know when God is putting it on their heart and when it's their own thoughts, imagination, feelings, etc. People try to minimize God in other people's lives when really and truly they're still bound. They're still bound. Too many people think that until God has brought you all the way on the other side of it, you're not supposed to share it with his people to help. And I'm here to say that the devil is a lie. That's a lie. That's a lie. Sometimes God needs that fresh still in the skillet type of testimony to use to help other people. Sometimes he needs that fresh still in the skillet, not fresh off the pot. He needs that fresh still in the grease. What if? What if it was you? What if it was you that God said, I know you still in the midst of this. I know you still going through this. I know you haven't made it to the other side yet. But if you just listen to me, I got healing for you. I got peace for you. I got it. If you just listen to me, right? If you just listen to me and do what I'm asking you to do, I just need you to open your mouth. I just need you to tell my people, right, what I'm doing right now, what I'm bringing you through right now. I need you to tell what if God said to you, I need you to talk about it right now while you're in the midst of it. Now, for this one, this time, just this one time, I can't wait until you, guess what, Sheila over there, and you got Tammy over there. You see, Tammy over there, she over there cutting her wrist. You got Pam over there, she thinking about suicide, right? You got James over here, he about to lose his mind.
Because she thought there was an intruder at her home. They then went to her home, started questioning her, entered her home, were suspicious.
Don't believe it. I don't care what their title was. Don't believe it. If people that are telling you that God cannot use what you're going through, that you have to have been brought through it on the other side before he uses it, don't believe them. Don't receive that, y'all. I'm telling you, you missing out on God really being able to use you. You could have been walking in your purpose, doing what you were put on earth to do, what you were put in this world to do. But because bishop or reverend or prophetess or apostle or pastor or somebody came into your life and told you, you don't talk about it while you're going through it. Once you get on the other side of it, that's when you talk about it. I'm just like so weirded out by so many, like, I don't know, so many people that really got God in the box and they trapped in free in the free world, but in prison. Like, make it make sense.
I feel like that's a slap in Dr. Sexy's face. You are so
Hey, Auntie Maria.
And why is the tab more than one team?
Make it make sense. No, that's not true. Sometimes, y'all, God needs you right now. He needs you right now. Because he might have some people, you see what I'm saying, that might be on the brink of some stuff. They may be going through some stuff that they ain't never been before. And it may be the very thing that you're going through. But God knows you have the strength to swim through it gracefully. And he knows maybe they're not as strong as you. And the only way they gonna not do that foolish thing they thinking about is if they hear you say, I'm going through it too. I'm in it right now. And guess what? I got peace while I'm going through. You can have peace while you're going through storms. I promise you can. I promise you can. And even, you don't even have to, even you can have peace while you're going through changes in life. Life changes. You can have peace in the midst of it. You can. You can. Maybe more people need to start allowing room in their life and not putting God in his box, and start making room in their life for God to really use what they're going through. And if this is the way, if this is the thing that he wants me to use me to break the rule, to break this space that people got people trapped into, where they can't share about nothing until they on the other side of it. Otherwise, they're going to look mentally unstable or unhealed because somebody done convinced them a lie that they're going to get healed from something. Wounds heal. I cut myself, it healed. Traumatic experiences we go through, we live with them. These are a part of our lives now. You walk in healing daily. You walk in healing. You live in healing. Healed is when you dead, baby. It's when your soul separates your body and your soul going to heaven. You are healed. That is when you are healed. Okay? You don't take nothing else from me. Take that. We talked about why people continuously go in and out of prison, in and out of prison. It's because their mental health is not being addressed. That's why. That's why. That is the reason why I began to see in my own home what I read about in a book. You hear? That is the reason why I began to see in my own husband what I read about in the book. He fits this statistic. He fits that. So that's the reason why. And 9 times out of 10, that's just going to be his life. Over and over and over. Unless, normally, it's a tragic intervention. Something happens. Something happens. Normally. That's the only thing that breaks the person out of that cycle. Something happens. Something pretty tragic. It's normally something tragic. Not no lightweight stuff, no. No, normally it's something pretty tragic that happens that finally causes the person to either get help and get into some recovery. And I'm talking about mental health recovery even. That's when I say recovery. Mental health, you outside of the natural and prayer, you have 2 ways to manage mental health, period. 2. I'm telling you what I know. And that's with therapy or medication. Outside of prayer. Sometimes, for a lot of folks, myself included, prayer alone is not enough to manage natural life issues. Prayer alone is not enough to manage natural life issues. We need a little bit more than that. I know that just pissed somebody off that think that, well, prayer is all I need. Prayer, okay, keep on saying that's all you need while you just stay walking and living in depression. All right, that's all you need. No, that's not true. That has hindered us for so long. You know how many people I've met and helping people after they get out of prison that say the church just did not help them? The church's answer for their mental health was to pray about it? Pray about it. Just pray about it. That's all you need to do is pray about it. I'm going to say this one last time. What if God needed to use what you're going through, right, what you're going through, and the whole time you thinking God ain't ready to use you until you're over it, until you're over it. That's when he's ready to use you. And Part of my mission is to help people unlearn that and to be able to walk in their truth, because that's the furthest thing from the truth. Sometimes, yes, at a sacrifice. And what is the sacrifice? Nothing but backlash from people or somebody. What people will say? Oh, she look hurt. Oh, she big hurt. Oh yeah, she's still on there talking about that nigga. Oh, she big hurt. Talking about this ninja, she big hurt. No. Hurt for what? Again, I'm the one that filed a divorce. Don't get it like twisted like that. And yes, that was a hurtful thing, but you can't force me to stay in a place of pain. I was there. I'm not there no more. Like, period. Like, no. I'm back to walking in peace. Been back for a few months, and I'm sorry that most of you all missed that part. It wasn't time then. Now it's time. And we're still married, which means I'm still going. Look, the phone call I got last week, somebody saying he was dead. I'm not on the other side yet. The divorce ain't final yet. But God needs me to share right now. I'm supposed to say no? Just because of what somebody on here may think? No. I know who I am. I know who I am. I know who I am in Christ. And so I'm that free. I'm that free. I'm free enough to not give a damn. Like, I'm free enough to really not give a damn. I'm free enough to get back on here tomorrow and the next day. I'm that free. I feel good every day. I feel good every day. Not every day, but you know what I'm saying. I feel good most days. Mentally good, mentally well. I wake up happy pretty much every day. Sometimes, yes, something might happen within that day and it might shift my mood temporarily. I'm very aware of my mood. Very aware. Always. Like, I'm always doing these check-ins, self-check-ins. Maybe you should try it. Maybe you should try like I did that. Maybe you should try it. Maybe you should try it. Maybe you should try. Maybe you should try it. Try it. Try it. You can be set free too. What does it look like when the scripture says a peace that surpasses all understanding? You can walk in that too. Shit, and had people confused, like, had a devil shook, like, hold up. I know damn well she ain't happy, and hold up. Really? Oh, man, it's fake, y'all. It's fake. She ain't really happy. If she was, she wouldn't be talking about it. No, that's what you don't know. I'm free enough and happy enough to talk about it. I'm free enough to expose the imposter, but I'm also at peace enough and happy enough to know that it's so many people that I'm reaching, that I'm able to impart into, that I'm able to pour into, that I'm able to get on this platform and do what thus says the Lord and share exactly what I'm supposed to share. Just because you got God trapped in a box don't mean I do. Just because for you and for the God you believe in, your God wouldn't want you to share something until it was over with, until he brought you to the other side. But what if my God needs me to share right now while he's bringing me through? And what a small sacrifice to me. It don't even say what? What a small sacrifice for the God that died for me. What a small sacrifice. He's been too good to me. God been good to me for real. God been good to me for real. For real. Like for real, real good. Real, real good. He's been real, 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 real good to me. You don't even understand. And when I say he's been good, he's been very good to me. Better than good to me. He's been great to me. He's been awesome to me. Like, you don't understand. Why would I not say, all right, Lord, you really want me to share? Trust me, I prayed. Trust me, I prayed about it before I brought it public. You really want this imposter to be exposed? It's time. Maybe this is part of what will take to push Jeffrey Perkins to get to know God for real for himself. Maybe This is what it'll take to break that cycle of using and manipulating people, getting over on people, making a lifetime career out of that. Maybe that public exposure is what it'll take to save somebody from wasting their time. Maybe. God knows. He knows his purpose. He knows his purpose in it all. Y'all be careful. COVID spreading. People coughing. Not even covering their mouth. Like, y'all be careful. COVID is back on the rise. Be careful. Syphilis is back on the rise. Don't be negligent. Don't be negligent. Every time you lay down with somebody, you opening yourself to whatever spiritual things they have going on. And a lot of people got all kind of demonic spirits and strongholds on them. And if you already in a box and trapped and walking out here in the free world, and you already bound, and don't, to the fact that you don't even believe that God can use you, if you're already that bound, so bound to where you believe that God can't use you until you are over whatever it is, then you really don't need to be out here having sex with folks, especially unprotected. Because you just exposing yourself to all kind of more demonic stuff than you already got going on. And not going to be able to fight your way out of it. All right, y'all. That's what I got for right now. Unaddressed mental health is the reason why so many people, like Jeffrey, continue to go in and out and in and out and in and out. Unmanaged and untreated mental health. That's it. That's why. Read about it. Post-incarceration syndrome. It's basically a form of PTSD. It impacts people who are incarcerated and then released back into society. It's a major, major problem. And the sad thing is, here's the thing, right? And just think about it. A lot of, when the crack epidemic happened, it really shifted the black homes, right? Black and brown homes. But black homes really, right? It stole so many fathers and caused so many broken homes. Follow me. My generation, our generation, a lot of broken homes, fatherless homes, right? The men were not there to teach their sons how to be men. So these men grow up. And especially, it's even worse if they've been to prison, if they've done any amount of prison. But let's just say even if they never went to prison, right? Women expect men to have knowledge of how to show up emotionally for them, support emotionally, financially, sexually, mentally, all four of those ways in a relationship. Have effective communication, be able to manage their emotions, have emotional intelligence, emotional regularity, all of those things, right? Provide, XYZ, lead, all of the things. Where were they taught that? Where were they taught that? For many men, for the ones that grew up in fatherless homes, where would they have been taught that or seen that example? For a lot of them, a lot of men fall into this category. And if the women are not patient enough to say, okay, you have these qualities, but your communication really sucks. But how do I show up in love to help you communicate better? If the women are not patient enough, then what happens to the black family? How do we stay together? Black marriages. The women, we want it already. They need to already have these qualities. And if the men don't have them because they were never taught them, or worse, been in prison for so many years, so that really put a damper on things. That's just something to think about. Some people say, well, you're divorcing your husband, so obviously you weren't patient enough to teach him. And you may be right. And on that note, I say good night. Y'all have a good night. I love y'all. Thank y'all for everybody that got on here today. Listened, sent messages. I love you. I appreciate you. The people that just keep reaching out, that keep, just so supportive. I really appreciate all of y'all. Y'all let me know that, it's not the time to be silent. It's not the time to be silent. It's not. So thank you for all of y'all. Thank you. And I'm going to just keep on doing what I'm supposed to be doing.